Hey y'all, it's Jessica and welcome back to the homestead. So come along with us today. I have quite a few projects we want to get done. We're thinking about putting some drip tape in some areas, and we're going to try to get all our seeds in the ground. So this year we're not doing transplants. The event has kept me wide open. I've not had time to work on anything at all as far as starting seeds to put transplants in the ground. So it's kind of going to be an experiment for me because I've never done just planting seeds straight in. I've always done transplants. So come along with us as we finish our project and we get our garden going for this year. So today Tater is finishing the project, and at our old house I used to have a fenced in garden, and we had cattle panel hoops in front of it, and I absolutely loved it. I grew my beans on it, and then I had my kale and my lettuce and all the things that don't need a lot of heat and a lot of sun under that for shade. So that's what we're doing today. So excited. It was my absolute favorite part of my other garden. I'll hold this. Yep. Is that where you want it?
Thanks, sir.
On that side?
Not yet.
I was wondering how long before you took them off. You hate getting dirt in your shoes. Like that? You want me to come push on the other side?
See, the dirt's holding. Just weaving them through there. You have to tie them down, or you get your tees on there. The wind to take it. What we had last time was little short tee T-posts with zip ties.
Yeah.
It flew off.
And we're using rebar.
Yeah, probably about a 4 foot. Just weaving it through there. And we're in Florida, so it'll get hot enough, it'll weld it at the joints.
Yeah. That's get hotter.
But until it gets hot enough, I'll get Jessica to cut, or maybe we'll come in with some wire and tie it. You don't want your beautiful pulping lying across the yard.
Right?
That's probably why these trellises are in too.
Yeah, I was wondering why they were
Pretty much it. Tie it down. I doubt it would go anywhere.
I don't think it would.
May tie it to the fence too.
Okay. You want wire or zip ties?
Wire.
Because I zip tie
It
everything.
break.
I zip tie everything, y'all. You should look at, if you look at my fence over here.
If we can't find wire, then we'll zip tie.
I zip tied it, y'all. Okay, so he's wiring it up now. And he's just using some scrap wire that we had laying around, like nothing special. Whatever you have laying around, that'll work. And then Jacob went and got a load of manure out of the raking house, so where the chickens and the rabbits are. We're gonna put that in here. I think we're gonna need some more, so maybe we'll go get some out of the goat coop or something, the goat house. This is what it's looking like. If I can back up so y'all can get the full view. Can you even see it? Can't y'all see that? 2 panels up, tied down, and now we're gonna put some manure in the spots where we're planting at, and then I have some organic plant tone that I'll put in as well. And then we're just gonna get Blue Lake pole beans in today, and we'll see what else we can get in as well. I am just going in and putting in some of this manure from the chicken and the rabbit. So it's a mix from them. And I don't plant my beans this deep. If you're wondering, wow, that's a really deep hole. I am going to mix this in because this would be entirely too hot to plant straight into. And I just want to kind of feed the soil a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and make me a little trench to plant in, is what I'm going to do. Grass out. Okay. So now I'm going to make my little trench to plant my beans in. Get that grass out. You don't want to get too far away from the panel. That way it doesn't take my beans so long so my beans don't get so long and start growing outwards and not be able to reach the panel. And then I'm just going to lightly dust it with some of this. This is Plant Tone all-purpose plant food, all natural, long lasting, the original organic for flowers, vegetables, trees, and shrubs. I got this at my hardware store. And now I'm just going to scatter my beans down. Nothing specific on distance or anything. Not going to plant them that thick. Okay, let me show you what I have. Not super thick. I mean, no, I'm kicking the stand. No unique spacing or anything. Can you see that? And I just did that all the way down. So I put in the rabbit and chicken manure, mixed that into the dirt, covered it up well, and then I lightly dusted it with organic Plant Tone, and then I just put my seeds in, and now I'm gonna cover them up, probably half inch with dirt. I don't know, I'm not good at measuring, I just kind of cover. If you're wondering what that is, that's Tater back there sighting in his new gun that he has redone himself. Get this grass out of the way. And I'm just lightly covering these. Okay, and we're done. That is one row. I'm just going to pack this in. One row done. Voila. All right, let's do this side now. We're going to do the same thing on this side. We've already done the manure. We're just going to come through, make us a little trench coming down. We don't want to plant too far away from the panel so our plants don't get so big that they already start vining out and reaching in another direction. We want them, as they're growing, they're right there at it. And I mean, yes, you're going to have to come out here and help a little, but we've made the mistake of not planting them close enough and putting our seeds back too far. And we're like, oh, what's going on? Why aren't they getting on the vines? They're going in the opposite direction. And because we just kept waiting and thinking they were going to eventually get there. We were a little young then too at gardening. You learn by trial. You'll never know how to do it if you don't just get out there and try something. Remember what you did, write it down, get you a little journal, a little notebook, nothing specific. You don't have to buy one of those homestead journals. I mean, I just have a cheap notebook from the dollar store, and I just write down what day I planted it. I'll draw me out something if I need to remember where I plant things, because you know how stakes, they will fade out with the sun, or they get knocked over, they can get switched up by kids. So I kind of like to draw it out in my notebook, what I planted where, when I planted it, what the temperature is, and like if the temperature drops, I try to record that so I know from one year to the next, especially if we have a frost come in and it's not normal for us to have a frost at that time. That gives me a better idea of when to plant. I also record in my little notebook if it did well there, if it was too sunny, if everything died because there was so much sun on it or not enough sun. Those are some things you want to make note of in your little notebook. You don't have to buy some expensive notebook that's like the homesteader's journal. Now, if you're a super duper organized person and detailed, I recommend one of those journals. They will definitely help you. But if you're like me and kind of scattered and not very organized, and being organized stresses you out because it kind of holds you to it, just get you a notebook and just record your stuff. So now we have 2 rows done. I need to do the other side of this panel, and then we have the other panel to do as well. Okay, whole beans in the ground. There we go. It leak.
Yeah, it's coming out.
So this was what I was super excited about, was my 2 hoop trellises in front of my fenced in garden, because that was my favorite part at our old house for a garden, and now I have it here. And we had the trees in between it just like this, except for on the other side of the fence. It's gonna look great. Y'all can see we've got the shards still going back there, which is looking a little puny with the heat, so it's probably about to be done. We've got collards back there, and there are a few trying to go to seed. So I'll probably be almost done with collards. And then the spinach is looking great. There's cabbage that needs harvested. And then this is the onions, looking amazing. And the potatoes, which y'all just seen us heal, are looking really good. And then this backside back here that looks bare behind the onions is actually our field peas, and that's the pink eye purple hole in the zipper. We've got to get some water on them. It is so dry, and they're not germinating because it needs water. All right, y'all, that's it for today. We got the trellises, we got the pole beans in. We'll keep working on the garden and bringing y'all along with us. Just remember, y'all, get outside and live like your ancestors did. We'll see you next time.